Hey guys, it's Dark Architect 18 back here with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing the HMS Bellerophon, Tier 3 Premium Battleship. So first of all, we're going to be doing the commander, then we're going to be looking at the modifications, then the stats, then the armor viewer, and then we'll be getting into the actual gameplay. But before we do that, if you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Anyways, back to the video. So first we're going to do the commander. So we got Andrew Cunningham up on the screen. So we got not one for nuisance. We got gyrating drill bits, marksmanship, reaching out XXL, and then will tree build. And then a base trait of increased shell grouping. So our inspirations, we have Azulaine Scharnhorst and then Robert Georgard. So we have a accuracy / penetration build. So this is accuracy, and then this is for penetration for a smaller gun caliber. You usually use Georgard, so like under 15 inch you use this commander. So that's really good to keep note of, as I definitely didn't know about that when I was learning about it. Anyways, we have the mods. So we have aiming systems mod 1. Then we have steering gears mod 2. In the third slot, we got target acquisition systems mod 1. And then finally, we have artillery plotting room to tighten up those shells overall. So we got that. We got an okay heal. And then we got enhanced secondary targeting. So better secondaries. And then we're also running the boop troop flag. They're a super tester. So, yep. So these are the stats. Just want to show you the stats and what I have for this ship based on my build. We'll talk about those more in depth as we get into the gameplay, but we're going to look at the armor viewer now. So, let's see. So, let's see. 14 inch, bounce 16. So it typically just bounces 14. Oh, that's torpedo protection. So that's the Citadel. Citadel was really weird on this ship. It is really weird. So Citadel bottom 30, 38, bulkhead, the top's 32. So you're gonna have to aim at an angle. Plunging fire from afar is definitely gonna do the trick on this thing. This Citadel is really nice on this ship. What else do we got? Bottom forward deck is 19, so you do 19 times 14.3, and that would give you the caliber for what it can penetrate, or what shell can penetrate that. If the shell is bigger than that, then it's going to penetrate. So that's the Bellerophon's armor. Hopefully that gives you an idea of how it is, and yeah, we'll be getting into the gameplay relatively shortly. Okay, so we have a battle on ring today, domination mode. In the Bellerophon. So I'm going to be going over the Bellerophon stats first. And yeah. So first of all, we got survivability of 43 rating, 38,100 HP, 13 to 305 millimeters of armor, 20% torpedo damage reduction, artillery 71 rating, 5x2 305 millimeters, or 5x2 12-inch guns. Also, one thing to note is the 13 to 305. The 305 millimeter is equivalent to 12 inch. So if a ship has 13 inch guns, or I think higher, it penetrates it. But yeah. Anyways, for artillery, we have 71 rating, 5x2 12 inch guns, 14.4 kilometer firing range, 30-second reload time, 40-second 180-degree turn time, 5,200 max HE shell damage, 32% fire setting chance, 8910 max AP shell damage. For the secondaries, we got 14 by 1, 102 millimeter, 4.7 kilometer firing range, 7.5 second reload time, 1500 max HE shell damage, 6% fire setting chance. For the AA defense, we got a 14 rating, so it's not that good. It's okay. It's definitely better than Arkansas. Arkansas is 0 AA. Keep in mind, so AA at these tiers aren't that good. So I think cruisers typically have it better, but I could be wrong. But it's lower than 20 usually, or 25, somewhere around there. Anyways, I digress. But so we have 1500 max HE shell damage, 6% fire setting chance, AA defense, 14 rating, 4x1, 40 millimeters for the AA, 23 average damage per second, 2.5 kilometer firing range, 2x1, 76.2 millimeter, 4 average damage per second, 3 kilometer firing range. Maneuverability, 31 rating, 22.2 knot max speed, 560 meter turning circle radius, 8.6 second rudder shift time. Then for the concealment, we have a 53 rating, 11.9 kilometers detectability by sea, 14.4 kilometers detectability after firing a main gun shell, 13.9 kilometers detectability when ship is on fire, 10 kilometers detectability by air, 16.1 kilometers detectability after firing a main gun, 13 kilometers detectability when the ship is on fire, 2 kilometers guaranteed detectability range, 9.5 kilometer detectability while firing in smoke. So those are the Bellerophon stats. Now we're going to compare it to the Tier 3 Tech Tree Battleship Orion. So the Orion has a 48 rating for the survivability, so that's a +5 compared to the Bellerophon. The HP for the Orion is 42,700 HP. 700 or 200, I forget. 13.305 millimeter armor, so the same armor as the Bellerophon. 20% torpedo damage reduction. Artillery, we have 72 rating, so a +1 in the artillery category. So we got a 5x2, 343 millimeter, so the 14-inch guns. So 14-inch guns on the Orion versus 12-inch guns on the Bellerophon, so keep that in mind. 14.3 kilometers firing range, so 0.1 kilometers less than the Bellerophon. The reload on the Orion is 1.5 seconds longer. The turret traverse is 1.1 seconds longer, so that's 41.1 seconds compared to 40 seconds for the Bellerophon. Then we have 4,700 max HE shell damage, 500 less. And then for the fire setting chance, we got 40% compared to 32%, so the 8% increase for the Orion. Then we have 1490 more AP, so the max AP damage for the Orion is 10,450, I believe. Secondaries got 16 by 1, 102 millimeter, 3.5 kilometer firing range, 7.5 second reload time, 1500 max HE shell damage, 6% fire setting chance, 4x2, 202 millimeter, 3.5 kilometer firing range, 3 second reload time, 1500 max HE shell damage, 6% fire setting chance, AA defense, 42 rating, 4x4, 12.7 millimeter, 8 average damage per second, 1.2 kilometer firing range, 4x1, 40 millimeter, 23 average damage per second, 2.5 kilometer firing range, 4x2, 102 millimeter, AA with 38 average damage per second, 5 kilometer firing range. Maneuverability is 16. So maneuverability is a bit worse on the Orion compared to the Bellerophon. And the AA on the Orion obviously is going to be better because it's just a bit more technologically advanced in that kind of sector. For maneuverability, we have 19.8 knot max speed, 610 meter turning circle radius, 13.2 second rudder shift time. Concealment, 12.6 kilometer detectability by sea, 14.3 kilometer detectability after firing main gun, 14.6 kilometers detectability the ship is on fire, 10 kilometer detectability range by air, 16.9 kilometer detectability after firing a main gun, 13 kilometer detectability when the ship is on fire, 2 kilometer guaranteed detectability, 10.6 kilometer detectability while ship is in smoke. So those are the comparison of the Orion stats to the Bellerophon. Give you an idea that both ships have really good benefits. The Bellerophon's more so agile. It still has punchy guns for its tier, as you're going to be seeing in the next 5 or 6 minutes, or till the end of the game. And then Orion's just also really good with what it has. It can do a lot more in a sense because it's got larger guns, a little bit worse rudder, but better AA. The concealment is, I'm assuming, right around the same place, so between 50 and 60 for the concealment. And also the modification that I'm running on Orion is main battery mod 2, so for the turret traverse, but slightly longer reload, which that doesn't hurt. But as long as the turret traverse, as long as you can get your turrets on target to wherever you're shooting, it really doesn't matter your reload. But your reload does matter in a sense. It's just it depends on the ship overall and what you're trying to do with it. So if the ship, you need a fast reload ship for high DPM for like a cruiser, then it makes sense to enhance the reload and go all out for that. But yeah, it just really depends on how you're going to build your ship. So far this game, we've had most of our team kind of die off on the left and the right side. I kind of just circled around, so I basically started at the cap and then made a big UE. So a big circle going clockwise and kind of just falling back, holding off the base. That's a good thing. So I'm going to be pushing up. Got my carrier in the way back. The enemy has a carrier, a destroyer, and a cruiser left. So, yeah. So the destroyer is a Samson, and he is pushing me in the center. The frigate is pushing me on the left side, which is on my port side. Port side being left, starboard being right. So, yeah, pretty good game so far. So we got 2 citadels, like 35 odd hits, 5 planes shot down, 1 incapacitation, 8 secondary hits, and I think it's just 1 kill so far. But yeah, so Samson basically tries to shoot torps at me. I was expecting that because he was coming through the center. So you always got to think ahead. What would I do in that destroyer? If I were in that destroyer, I'd try to do exactly what he just did to me. So you got to really kind of think ahead of what you're doing and make sense of what would I do if I were in their shoes. And because if you can think like that, then you can anticipate more so their moves, and then you can be ahead of them. So like the freelance's behind me, he's going to shoot torps. Right there he does. And I'm slowing down, turning in, and going to go after this Samson and finish him off. And then I'm going to go after this freelance after I get him done. As I cleared the torps, I took him out. We're up to 61,306 damage in the Bellerophon. Pretty good ship. I really enjoy it for what it is. it's got really good secondaries. The British secondaries are, if they hit you, they're going to usually set you on fire typically. Not always, but most of the time. And that's really critical to understand. So with most of the British secondaries. So that's on like cruisers or battleships mainly. So watch out for them. I think secondaries on this build are 4.7 kilometers, so nothing crazy, but it's still kind of protective in a sense. So, and we got that secondary enhanced targeting consumable, which basically tightens up the grouping for the secondary shells, and I think speeds up the reload for them too, if I remember correctly. Anyways, we just got past those torps. We're going to go for the carrier. Our carrier has been doing a pretty good job of holding us off and trying to distract the enemy, and I've done a pretty good job of just dealing with the enemies as they come to me and taking them out. So this ship you earn from the Halloween event. So you just earn that by getting the 5 stars. I know a lot of people had success with that. So yeah, there's that, and I had a pretty good showing for the the Transylvania event. So the Halloween strategy guide that I put up for that. So that went pretty well. So that plays in tandem with this because of the earning, and the earning is this ship. So there's also going to be something similar for that for the next update, which is the, I forget what the ship's called, but it's the Italian Tier 4 cruiser premium. But there's that's going to be earned next time if you finish that for the next update that's coming. So we are at a Confederate. We got some more planes shot down. We're up to like 10 planes shot down. Incapacitation. And we're just loading it up. And we got 2 citadels so far from the game. So leave a comment down below telling me what you think of the Bellerophon. Really appreciate everyone's time and comments and just everything. It's just awesome, the support that I've gotten from fans and newer people that are joining my channel, and it's really exciting time. I'm putting a lot of World of Warships content out, World of Warships Legends content out. Excuse me, not World of Warships, that's PC. But yeah, just stay tuned to it, and just going to keep making this community better. We're focusing in on the strategy and make sure everyone's learning, but also having fun at the same time. So we got 89,000 damage, ended up like 260,000 silver. This is Dark Architect 18. I'm out. Thanks. Peace. I definitely appreciate everyone's time and opinions that you're giving me down in the comments. And yeah, so this is Dark Architect 18. I am out. Thanks. Hope everyone has a good day. Peace and bye.
Yes, it's a draw.